Hey, it's Christy Friesen, and I wanted to tell you about something that's coming up in just a few days. So on Saturday, July the 29th at 8 a.m. Hawaiian time, we're going to have a live make-along chat here on my YouTube channel. Now, if you're not sure what time zone that is for you, take a look in the description here of this video, and I will put up some other time zones as well as a place you can click on to find out what time that is for you. But what we're going to do with our live time together is we're going to create a weirdo. What's a weirdo? Well, here's a few of the weirdos that I have made. I enjoy making these little weirdos. So here is a few of the things that I do, which is going to be inspiration for what we're going to be making. Okay, so why are we going to make a weirdo? Well, I just think that we are all weirdos, right, in one way or the other, and we should embrace that and enjoy that in each other and have fun with our weirdnesses instead of being worried about them. So I thought if we had a little bit of time together to create a weirdo, it would do several different things. So this is my challenge. Number one is the creativity part, because creativity is joy. Creativity connects to that magic within us. It's always wonderful. The second thing is if you can do that creativity with someone, now you get to share the creativity. And it's all about connections, people. We need the connections with each other in this world, in this life, in this time we have on the planet. So let's make connections. And if we can do it with something fun and silly, how much better is that? So find your sisters, your brothers, your friends, your grandma, your grandkids, your kids, whoever that is that you want to make a weirdo with. Get a little group of you, or just have fun on the kitchen table with whatever random youngsters wandering around in your house and create together. So then the third part of that challenge is sharing, because sharing is caring. So if we make some weirdos, we get to keep the ones we really love. And what if there are a few extra? We could give them to somebody who needs a weirdo in their life. So you could either gift it to someone, you could let some people come in, like some kids come in and just pick out the ones they want, or you can tuck a weirdo somewhere in your universe, in your town, in your city, in your random vacation destination, with maybe a little sign on it that says, if you found this, you can have it. And someone else will randomly find a weirdo and it will make their day happy. So that's my challenge. We're going to make weirdos together on Saturday. But then you can make weirdos all summer long and spread the love, spread the weirdness, spread the joy of our difference and the connectedness that we get from sharing that weirdness with each other. Okay, now if you are watching this and it is past July 29th, 2003, then what you want to do is you want to go to the live section. So when you're here on my channel, you'll see that there's videos and shorts and lives. Go to the lives and then you'll be able to see my little demonstration as I make that weirdo with you, and you can watch that anytime and get some inspiration, and then just kind of follow along or make up your own thing. All right? Does that sound good? And one last little thing. I am in preparation for our event. I have a pair of weirdos that I'm going to be giving away, so that you get to keep one and you get to share one. And if you want to be in on that drawing, you have to go to my public Facebook page, Christy's Creative Neighborhood, and I'll put the link in the description. And you can go throw your name on the post, and hopefully you will be picked as a winner of the weirdo. All right, so that will be, or the pair of weirdos, one for you and one for sharing. So if you can do that before the event, awesome, then you'll get in on that. All right. Okay, so what materials are you going to want to gather up so that you can make it along with me? Well, I'm going to be making my weirdo out of polymer clay, and I'm going to be using glow-in-the-dark polymer clay just because I like that, but you can use any color you want, and you can use any brand you want. So if you're familiar with polymer clay, you probably already have a favorite brand. I use Primo, which is made by the Sculpey folks. I love it. It's a great sculpting clay, so that's what I'm going to be using. And you can pick any color you want. In fact, get a handful of colors. Who knows how many you'll want to do and what kind of accents you'll want once you start playing. Other than that, you don't really need anything, but it's really nice to have a few things, like some tools. If you already create with polymer clay, you probably have some sculpting tools that you love. But if you don't have any, you can use simple things like a spoon, a knife, a toothpick, a knitting needle, anything like that to help you sculpt. And then as you decide you like polymer clay more, I'm sure you'll find other tools you've got to have. Okay, so we can make this out of all polymer clay, but it's always very handy to have some other things. So I suggest if you have a little assortment of glass or stone beads, gather some of those up so that you have them nearby. And I usually put them in using head pins, which are a kind of little pin that you use for jewelry making. You can get that in any craft supply place, or a little wire, thin wire, like a 28 gauge. But you can just shove them in if you want. If you want them to stay longer, we'll use pins, and I'll tell you all about that. If you have some powder, we can use that to color the clay by putting little brushed on color after we create it. And that could be anything like a chalk pastel or a pigment powder or a mica, shiny mica powder, or even sometimes some glitter if you're willing to open up glitter and get that all craziness going on. So if you've got any of those things, great, bring those along, they'll all work good. And in case you didn't know or remember, polymer clay has to be cured in the oven. So if you are using an air dry clay or something like that, Play-Doh or an air dry clay or some other kind of clay, that's great too. I'll be doing polymer and we'll be baking it in the oven to make it nice and hard and long lasting. All right. If you're new to polymer clay, I will have a link in the description on a basics video so you can check that out and get yourself all up to speed. All right. But remember, any weirdo you want is great. That's just what I'm going to be doing. Okay. So gather those things up before you make along. I cannot wait to see you all on Saturday and to create with you. I can't wait to make some weirdos. I can't wait to hear about what you all make too. So see you soon. Happy weirdo making.